Hey everyone, welcome back to Green and Tasty 2, where I share with you green smoothies, healthy snacks, and fitness. As you can see on my right hand, I have a lovely lady here sitting beside me, and this is my cousin Kezia. She is pregnant with her second child. So let's ask some questions so that you get to know her better and her pregnancy life and all that jazz, right? So we're gonna start with our first question.
Do you know how I really start my day?
Yeah.
My alarm clock rings and I stumble out of bed.
Yes,
and then usually I try my hardest to do oil pulling, which I use coconut oil, and I swish in my mouth for about 20 minutes. I try.
And what is that for? Like, why you do the oil
For
pulling?
me, for my first pregnancy, it really worked with morning sickness and nausea. I did it every morning and it really kept the nausea, morning sickness away. This time it didn't work as much, and every pregnancy is different, so it could be one of the reasons why. But I still try and do it. It also makes my teeth white, so that my students are like, "Oh, miss, you got really nice teeth." So that's my comment.
And how long do you have it in your mouth?
For about 20 minutes. Most mornings, the goal is 20 minutes. Most mornings I make it to about 15, and then I need to get out the house so I don't miss my train. But usually that, and then I will have for breakfast, I probably have a boiled egg. I try to do protein that will keep me full but not make me feel heavy, because I'm heavy enough. So I will do a boiled egg. Sometimes I have a bagel fetish, so sometimes I'll have it with a bagel and I'll have some avocado to get my fats in. I also try to get my calcium and multivitamin in the morning, because if I don't, I forget. But that's how I pretty much start my day. And I try to drink water, well, before all the food. After oil pulling, I'll do water and lemon, room temperature most of the time, because I don't have time to boil it.
So how do you? Because I know you are a working mom too, right?
Unfortunately, no. Yes, I am.
So how do you go about meal prepping for your lunch?
Well, I usually cook a meal the night before. So for whatever is dinner, I usually take the leftovers in the morning for lunch. If I don't have that option, I'll do a lot of almonds. I do fiber bars, apples, oranges. I don't eat bananas, so no bananas. But I try to do as much little snacks, because I teach, so it's hard when I'm teaching to actually sit down and have a meal. Even when I have a lunch, I have no appetite by then. So for me, snacking during the day is what I found is most helpful for me, and then trying to keep up with my water intake. So no, I do a lot of, I'm not really good with the carrots. Unless I have hummus, then I'll do it. But most of the time it's almonds. And I drink a lot of water. So I learned my first pregnancy, that sometimes when you think you're hungry, it's because you're thirsty. So I started doing, whenever I felt hungry, I would drink water first and see if that will quench my thirst and fix my hunger problems. If not, then I would have like a snack. So I would have a small bag of almonds, or I will do apples. This time around, I don't have as big craving for a lot of foods. I don't have taste for it, so I stick to almonds, fiber bars, apples. I'll do guacamole. I do a lot of chickpeas, tomatoes, and cucumber, with a little bit of balsamic vinegar and garlic. But other than that, I don't eat as much this time around. I try to, so I was originally doing a heavy dinner, like my regular, like rice, beans, vegetable, sometimes, some type of meat. But I was finding out, because I go to bed so early, that I wouldn't sleep well because I was too full. So I switched it, and I would take my dinner to school for lunch, along with my snacks. And then for dinner, I would do like a salad with a piece of chicken on top, or I'll do a smoothie sometimes. But now it's too cold for smoothies, so I don't do smoothies. It makes my heart freeze.
So that's what your dinner looked like. So let me ask you a question. How do you stay active, or how do you keep your energy level high throughout the day? Because you know you're carrying a baby, you have a small child, and you work with children. So how do you stay active? How do you keep your energy throughout the day?
It's hard. It's a struggle. Most of the time I tell myself don't think about it, because if you don't think about it, then you won't realize you made it through the day.
Mm-hmm.
But a big part of it is staying hydrated. So sometimes I'll do ginger tea and I'll just have like ice in it, or I drink apple cider vinegar also sometimes during the day. So I'll have a glass of water and I'll put apple cider vinegar in it. I notice if I keep that regimen where I have lemon water, apple cider vinegar water, if I take my vitamins, I don't get as tired. But if I miss like 2 days, then it's over. I'm tired for the whole day. In those days, it's literally dragging your feet until it's time for school over and baby bedtime. And then it's like, then you conk out into bed after that. But keeping energy really goes back to, for me, keeping hydrated and making sure I eat on time. Because if I don't, like if I miss a meal, I get tired. So I have to remind myself that yes, I'm teaching, but I have to stop and, you know, in between classes, get something in my stomach, because then that gives me the energy to keep going. And it also depends on what I eat for breakfast. So if I have pancakes for breakfast and syrup, I don't have energy for the day, because obviously it's full of sugar. So I try my very hardest to do some orange juice without sugar, a protein, whether it's a boiled egg or some other protein, and then I'll have avocado to get my fats in, and that usually keeps me, it starts the day off good, and it continues during the day. But getting a good start is very important.
So you are also married, so like, are you cooking different meals for yourself and something else for your family, or this
is a one pot meal family? And they say one pot meal? Yeah, one pot. You know, I don't cook, I don't have any cravings, so it's not like I'm making like tomatoes and pickles for dinner. I don't have cravings, so whatever I cook is normally like the meal for dinner. I'll take mine for lunch, and then when I get home, my husband will have it for dinner. Kyla, on the other hand, eats chicken nuggets all day long, so her meal's a little different. But no, I make one meal. And now that it's getting cold, I'm gonna start making soups. So that's something else I like.
Good. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out and joining with me and letting everyone know, you know, your ins and outs of how you go about your pregnant life. I'm hoping that you'll join us again.
Of course. Before I get too big.
So if you have any questions for her, anything that you would like to know as far as, you know, being pregnant, feel free to leave your comments down below and she'll go ahead and answer your questions. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll be back, right?
Yes.
For more here on Green and Tasty 2. Bye. So joining with me today is my cousin Kezia. She is officially pregnant with her second child. Say hello to people.
Hi, at least it's camera.
Why Jesus. I'm trying to think to myself, is she moving the camera or like something? I can't.
Okay.
What are you doing?